Hello there, and welcome back to another video. This is Pat and you're watching Pat's View. Stay tuned. Today I'm going to do a story time. I'm going to talk about what happened to me in my life and my experience, what I have learned. I am not 100 years old, but at least for this first 30 years of my life, I have learned something. So stay tuned. Okay, I hope you enjoy this video. Okay, so and it said patience nyarko, and I said patience nyarko.
If it had not been for you, tell me where would I be?
Okay, today is story time. I have learned in life that I won't judge anyone until I have walked in the person's shoes. Like for 1 minute, maybe I will change my mind and decide that I'm not going to say anything about that person anymore. So what I'm trying to say is, until you walk in someone's shoes, you will understand the reason behind their actions. If you don't walk in someone's shoes, you wouldn't know why they do what they do. You wouldn't know why they behave the way they behave. I find myself in Italy. Yes, I'm in Italy, and in most places the black community is very less. Okay, so now where I find myself is a place that there are no blacks at all. Let me put it that way. Very, very few, like 2, 3. Okay. So anytime that I go somewhere, or let's say there was a time that a black person came from another church, and all of a sudden, is she your sister? Sorry. All black people are my sister. Okay. That was just by the way. But I'm trying to say something here. Okay, so because the people I am here with are all whites, and they see black people, they don't see black people more often. They feel that we are all the same, that we all look alike. They always say, oh, I saw your sister, oh, she looks very alike. Someone sent me a video that she saw on TikTok about a little girl with her mom. And then they sent me that video saying, this is your daughter. She looks so much like your daughter. And I was like, how? She's so different from my daughter. But they see us alike. All right. That is how they see us. So I went to YouTube one day and I was watching videos. I was bored and I was watching videos, and then I saw a video about a certain black woman who was saying things that blacks shouldn't say to, white people shouldn't say to black people. And she said, we are not the same. We are not cousins. We are not brothers and sisters. We are from different countries. And Africa is a continent, and there are a whole lot of countries, and every country has its own people, and every family has different kinds of people in their family. In my family, we don't look alike. We all don't look alike. There is a little bit of resemblance, but not all of us are the same. Okay, so from their point of view, we are all the same. But I sat down and thought about it very well and said, wow, maybe they are suffering from what I was suffering from when I first came to Italy. So here comes the story. When I came to Italy, my first day at school, there was no assembly. I was expecting an assembly like we did in Ghana. Sanity, hands up, let's sing. Close morning hymn, marching. Okay, there was nothing like that, but there was something like an assembly, but not really like what I used to do in Ghana, because I was in my first year. So for the first year students, we needed someone to lead us to our classrooms. That's why there was assembly for us. Otherwise, there was no assembly. Okay, so when we got there, I was supposed to follow some people to a certain class, and that was supposed to be my classroom. And what happened? I couldn't see the teacher very much because she was a bit short, and I didn't even see her well. But there was this guy that I used as a model, that I was going to follow this guy because I know he's from my class. And guys, after following this guy for some time, we got to a point that this guy turned into so many guys. Like seriously, I saw that I was looking at this guy, and when I got there to a place, we got to a place and he looked alike. They all looked alike, so I had to follow one person. I don't know, it was so fun. It was so disturbing, but it's funny now because I wasn't used to white people, so I didn't have that mind of differentiating between a blonde, he has blue eyes, he has green eyes. No, all for me they were all the same, almost the same. He was a fat guy, so I saw some guys and I just followed one person to their class. I was in the classroom with them. We got there and we all got seated, and there was one guy remaining outside. He had no seat, so the teacher went through the register. I wasn't understanding anything, so the teacher went to the register and then he looked at him and he came to me and he asked me, what is your name? You know, I didn't understand it, but that was certain things that we learned when we were in our home with my dad, because when we came, the schools were almost closed, so we stayed at home for the long vacation period, and then we started school September, sorry. So, what is your name? I knew. So when they asked me, what is your name? And I said, my name is Patience Nyako. He said, Patience Nyako? I said, no. My name is Patience Nyako. That was just by the way. So, that is when I realized that something is wrong somewhere. I couldn't understand anything. So the teacher just took me, and then he took me to my class, another class. Because the guy, so later on, I realized that I made a mistake. I followed the wrong person to another class. So the guy who was standing in the class, I had, taken his seat. That is why the teacher came and asked of my name. This is what happened though. So, what am I trying to say here? Now, when people call me, oh, I saw your sister the other time. Hey, she resembles you. Oh, that's great. Is she your sister? Anytime they meet me with someone, with a black person, is she your sister? Oh, I thought it's your mother. Oh, I thought it's your brother. Oh, you look alike. At times it's very annoying, trust me. But when I start to remind myself of what happened when I first entered my school, I said, hey, chill. There is no need for you to be angry, because that was what I was feeling when I first met a lot of white people. I thought that they were all the same. To me, they were all the same. They all resembled each other. So that is why I should understand why people here, where I am living right now, think that any black person they see with me or they see at the other side, oh, did your sister, has your sister come visiting? Has your brother come visit? They are all my sisters and brothers. I now understand them perfectly well. I was getting angry with them. Then later I realized, I sat down and I reminded myself of what happened some years back when I first came to Italy. They were all the same. So this is the reason why it is better to walk in someone's shoes for some time before you will know what the person is really going through, before the person did a certain reaction, Before you judge someone, please be sure you walk in the person's shoes. This is just a simple, a funny demonstration, definitely. But, I've realized that in life, sometimes we judge people because we don't know them. We think we know them, but we don't know them at all. And due to that, there is a lot of wickedness going about, especially we that we call ourselves Christians, Christ followers. It's not good to judge anyone in the first place, because God says He is the only judge. But if you really want to judge someone, be sure to walk in the person's shoes for some time. Then you will know why the person is reacting in that way, and you will know the reasons to the person's actions. God bless you so much for your time. I hope this video will help you. Please share to someone. It could be of help to someone else. Thank you, and see you in my next video. Love you. Bye-bye.